Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Pops, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Push him back. Push him back. Switch it, switch it. Send him on. Yes.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. They'll run the option right here on first down. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Third down. Here's Haskins. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his fourth touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Wentz. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It got his man complete. A big pickup of 38.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the 29, Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Watch twitch. Watch.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there on a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. You ain't got nothing.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On play action, Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big pickup of 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 12 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they were in field goal range last time out but couldn't connect.
It's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
53 at the mic. 53.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. Jordan Reed has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Haskins now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now it's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st down, they go option to the right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the 44, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Chris Thompson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Redskins 14, Eagles 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out.
He's got a man complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Big six.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Check. Crunch. Mike, 53. Mike.
Now Haskins on first down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
65.
On 2nd down, it's Thompson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
This will be taken in at the 1.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
And getting our first update now from Nashville. Making a full 2-touchdown lead now for the Titans. And I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. A good pickup there at 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Haskins to throw, and he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Let's go. Here we go. Number 53.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. Down and man inside. Down and man.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
A 60-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Well, lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, a run with Thompson. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, here's Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
He'll have a first down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
56 and 8. Echo.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
High 7. Great 57.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Solid. Watch twins.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
56. Check 56.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
You better be afraid of me.
On second down now, it's Thompson. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now he's forced out left. Now he'll throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They go with Thompson again. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz now on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Brandon Graham in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Derek Barnett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. That first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, Zoo. 56. Mike, 56, right there.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Kareem Hunt with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 25 on 2nd down, Haskins. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give the Redskins 13 there. Here's a throw out wide to Quinn. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And
at the 31-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Thompson. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Alert flare,
On the carry, Thompson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Thompson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And his kick is good. Despite the rainstorm, a good snap, a good hold, and the kick went through. And they'll be all smiles in Georgetown tonight as the Redskins have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try again next week at home against Philadelphia. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm get set in the finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I'm better killing them. Me, I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up. Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up. Gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, Gold Tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstated. Your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You wanna Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The City of Angels showing it can be loud and raucous. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad emerged from the tunnel. They're ready for football and ready to watch their Rams do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
50. Ready. Blue ready. Hey. 5 on the 50. Go. 5 on the 50.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And with the Buccaneers' new coaching staff, you have to figure they're going to want to use O.J. Howard a little bit more this season. 34 catches, 565 yards last year, but that was in only 10 games. 6'6", 251, and can run. Find a way to get him the ball as they just did there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Wait. You got tape.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught by Mike Evans. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
You ain't going nowhere. Right here, guys.
Jameis now on first down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Screen, easy.
They'll throw again. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. Goff. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, LA! Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. The second down throw for Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Ready. Coming in. Coming in.
From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You got nothing.
A shotgun snap for Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Watch the eye. Hey, Shell. Hey, 76. 61. Matchbox lights.
Goff on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, and even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, Goff. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, 1st down. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. You're running.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Scott Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 1st down, it's gone. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
5. Watch the run. 5. Get in the weight room.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Have to give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. They were prepared. Ordinarily, when they take the big shot downfield to the big guy, that's usually a mismatch that the offense is used to winning. But the preparation showed for the defense, and they were able to bat it away.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the 1st half. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 14 yards there on a Buccaneer first down.
First down,
Ready.
Buccaneers.
Wait.
A first down throw for Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And they try to sweep to Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Winston eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
180. DC.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. The play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, here's for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Levante David. He's at the 50. The 30, the 20, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Slam, slam, slam.
Hey, 5.
Kill.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side these last few drives. It has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
He'll have a first down past the 40. A big run there by Jones.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So that drive began at their own 3. They wind up getting 3 out of it.
And to me, the mentality to begin the drive, that was probably the key to everything. Let's just make sure we take care of the football, give ourselves some room, and maybe punt it away. Instead, it started at the 3, and it ended with 3 points.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 2nd and 9, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for L.A. Goff now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, watch it.
Now Gurley. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Line 20. Watch the screen. Hey, kill. Watch the screen. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Back.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Goff. And my goodness, this is incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Kill. Watch out.
3rd and long for Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Barber on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check three.
They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check 52.
Here's Goff. Got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
It's our field. It's our field.
From just shy of midfield, Goff. Flushed out right, and seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Check three.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Goff, flush to his right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking who took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5 now. Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You need it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Winston to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final minute. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And to take that number down, told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now.